Hello, in this video I am going to show you how to connect up your Wii U Pro controller, so the regular type of game controller look-alike, not the screen, to your Windows machine so you can use it on the CXBX emulator so you can play original Xbox games. Okay, so you might be thinking, can I connect it via a wire, just plug it in, plug and play? No. And it's not that you need software to do this, it can't be done because this port here, this mini USB port, power only. They don't have the physical connection for data. So this is only for charging. So that is out of the question. So that leaves one way, Bluetooth wireless. So if your computer does not have Bluetooth, recommend that you get a dongle. Any Bluetooth dongle will be fine. Just don't spend a lot of money. It's a few dollars, a few quid. I bought a cheap one off eBay or Amazon a while back, and that's serving me fantastically. Okay, so what we're going to do is sync this up. Go to Bluetooth, and what we're going to do is press the sync button. We'll go to Bluetooth here, press the sync button. This starts flashing. Go to Bluetooth, it'll pop up here. It gives us this, enter pin. I cannot progress without entering a pin, which is stupid because you don't need a pin. So you want to go to cancel. I wanted to show you this method, which does not work first, just in case you try and do this and think it ain't working. Go to devices and printers, which takes you, and this doesn't stay in sync mode very long, which is annoying. And go to add a device. Again, put this back into sync mode. Select it right here. Again, it will ask us for a pin. Just ignore it. Just click next. Just wait for it. This will still have to keep flashing, but wait for this little bar to progress. It's like 10 seconds max. Does not take very long at all. Okay, so we are done now. And we have the controller right here. Can we use it? Not yet. So if we go to game, set up USB game controllers. Saved it. Okay, we go to set up USB game controllers. I think it appears here. If we go to properties, it's not detecting the buttons. Usually you would have the buttons here. So what you want to do now, I'll leave this open actually. We want to download something, and this is still flashing. This will keep flashing until we do the next stage. Something called NUsoft, and we want, if you Google release, we want to get to the GitHub release page. And you can download the pro version, you don't need that. The regular soft version is fine. This one right here is a lot easier. Open that up, click the exe. This will start downloading. I'm going to cancel it because I've already got it downloaded, and I'm going to go here and install this. This allows us to essentially turn this into, so yeah, make sure both of these are selected, especially this one if you're on an older version of Windows, but I recommend it anyway. Click next. That's great there because I've already got it installed. Plus, that's required as well. There's that. Next, next, and install. So yeah, what this software does, that's fine. What this software so yeah, for the SCP Bluetooth driver, so make sure when this comes up, you install it as well. It was just uninstalling it because I already had it installed. Exit that. Okay, so this right here, it turns this into an Xbox controller. And this is, try again. You know what? I've already got it. Actually, I know what the problem is. This won't happen with you because you will have not already have it installed. So I'm going to install the driver, exit. It might be a slightly older version for me, but that, that's fine. You should uninstall it, as you were saying. But yeah, once you've installed this piece of software, as you can see, it's detected a controller. I'm gonna hold it up to the mic. If I press this ID button, you may or may not be able to hear that. Let me actually put this down, and now I'm gonna press it. Almost fell off, but that's this controller. So you can have multiple controllers connected, and it's gonna as player 1. But what we want to do is press this Xbox button, and what it will do, it's pretty cool. It turns this into an Xbox controller, or essentially emulates it. So it's got an Xbox controller now. Go to properties. As you can see, all the buttons are now working. That's it. That's all you have to do. You need this Wii NUsoft, software. If you want to make it back into a regular one, you just click the X. You just do that, like so. You can map it up to different Xbox controllers, up to 4, and that is it. So now, if we launch up the CXBX-Reloaded emulator, we can actually start mapping it. So go to settings, config input, and either port 1, 2, or 3, 4, doesn't matter. You could have multiple controllers. You go to this and select either the Duke or S. Duke is the bigger one, S is a smaller controller. Go to configure and just make sure you've got the gamepad selected here. And now let's start mapping everything. So I'll put that as A. I will put this as the shoulder button. Again, a lot of it will not change. And back will be there. Okay, so left stick up and down. Sticks are very sensitive on the Wii U Pro controller compared to some controllers. So a little nudge will trigger them. Now the D-pad, there we go, right here. And you can obviously assign it to whatever you want. And that's one of the beauties of one of the beauties of using an emulator is that you can do stuff like that. You can make the D-pad control the face buttons, especially if it's some sort of action game, or maybe the analog stick control the D-pad, or make them control the trigger if you want. It's totally up to you. You can go crazy. Left and now right. I'm going to save this as a new configuration because it is slightly different to a regular 360 due to the AB and the XY being flipped. So I'm going to put Wii U Pro controller. Make sure you click save. And now it is there, saved, along with all my other profiles. So as you can see, I've got all these different profiles, and they're just slight variations. Wii U Pro controller, that's it. Click X. Now if I was to go to launch up a game, I'll launch up Shrek 2 because the compatibility is pretty good with this one. Let's start. I'm going to turn the volume down. And when it gets up, I'm going to press the A button. When I say A, I don't mean A on the Wii U controller. I mean A in terms of the Xbox controller, which is our B button. Confusing. It skips, so that's just the skipping button. And in the menu, I'll just show you being able to go up and down. Like down, up, and selecting, and going back. So that's it. That is how you connect up your Wii U Pro controller to your Windows machine to use it on the CXBX-Reloaded emulator, which is an original Xbox emulator, so you can play original Xbox games with a Wii U Pro controller. So that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to pop me a message, and as usual, I look forward to seeing you in the next video.